Thank you again. And I am pleased to announce our fifth homicide conviction in 8 months while this new administration in the Morris County Prosecutor's Office has been in its infancy, and that is with regard to the homicide conviction involving defendant Jonathan Zarate for the horrific and brutal murder of a young 16-year-old Jennifer Parks. Today, Jennifer Parks and her loving family were blessed with a jury's finding of guilt on all charges against Jonathan Zarate for the murder of their 16-year-old child. By the estimations of all law enforcement officers who have been involved in this case, the acts committed by this defendant were the most vile, horrific, brutal, disgusting, and cowardly acts that even seasoned law enforcement personnel have witnessed. The senseless and brutal nature of this crime committed against this sweet and innocent teenager defies description. It was an honor to have been part of an effort that in all likelihood will result in the defendant having to spend the rest of his life in jail without a chance for parole. So on the day that the defendant took Jennifer's life, he too forever altered the course of his own life, one that will in all likelihood be relegated to living caged for the rest of his natural life. While there are many to thank, I especially wish to note the incredible performances of my Executive Assistant Prosecutor, Robert Lane, to my left, and his second seat, the young David Bruno, to my right. They worked for months, tirelessly reviewing over 2,500 pages of documents, experts' reports, and interviewing and preparing numerous witnesses and gathering evidence for presentation at trial. Their methodological approach, stellar courtroom performance, and plain old tenacity were key to securing this murder conviction. I also applaud the excellent detective work of Case Detective Lieutenant Jane Rechtenwald and Detective Supervisor Chris Lombardi, as well as Morris County Prosecutor's Office Detectives Biren Patel and Thomas Laird. There were many attorneys and many detectives that I could thank, but those principally were instrumental in the securing of this particular conviction, and I thank them for the tireless efforts. Nice job. And to my support staff in the Victims Witness Unit of the Morris County Prosecutor's Office, as usual, you were the rock behind the scenes that provided the excellence and tools that our team of detectives and attorneys needed to do their job. I am lucky to have such a dedicated support staff who often work unrecognized despite such an important role in each and every conviction that we secure. My staff, along with the excellent police work of the Randolph Police Department and the Morris County Sheriff's Office, made the gathering of facts crucial to this conviction possible. The citizens of Morris County should be proud of these fine law enforcement professionals, and a special thanks goes also to our out-of-county law enforcement professionals in this particular case, that being the Secaucus Police Department and the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, where this case regrettably was initiated and where the ghastly discovery of what had been done to the young Jennifer Parks had been discovered. Lastly is the message. If you commit acts of brutality in our county, we will not tire or back away from our obligation to prosecute you, regardless of the length of time or resources needed to ensure the maximum amount of justice allowable under the law will be the price that you pay. Since coming into office, as I have stated, we have tried many cases of violence, and I'm proud to say that we have taken many aging cases and that this is our fifth murder conviction that has been pending for many years. The time that it took to get these cases was too long, but the sense of justice that came as a result of the time that we've waited, I believe, was a worthy goal. We value our oaths to protect the citizens of Morris County from the evils of crime, but I must admit that today, this verdict is most satisfying, as we feel tremendously the pain that this man put the Parks family through. While we will never be able to right the wrong, it is nevertheless exciting to be part of a process to make this defendant pay as much as the law will allow for his despicable and cowardly acts. And with that, I'll take some questions.
Prosecutor, do you buy in any